Anxiety doesn't always feel like panic. Often, it feels like alertness, like you're always slightly on edge, always scanning, always preparing for something that hasn't happened yet. If you live with anxiety, you may appear calm on the outside, functioning, capable, getting through life, while internally your system never really settles. That isn't because you're weak or overthinking. It's often because your nervous system has learned that staying alert feels safer than relaxing. What anxiety really is. Anxiety is often described as a problem with thoughts. Racing thoughts, worry, what if thinking. But from a nervous system perspective, anxiety is less about the thoughts themselves and more about threat detection. When the nervous system is sensitized, it looks for risk. Even when nothing obvious is wrong, thoughts then move in to try to make sense of that feeling. So, anxiety isn't caused by worrying. Worrying is often an attempt to regain control when the body already feels unsafe. That's why reassurance rarely lasts, and why logic doesn't calm anxiety for long. Why anxiety can feel constant. Anxiety isn't tied to one specific fear. It's just there. This often happens when the nervous system has been under prolonged stress, pressure, or uncertainty. Over time, the system learns it's safer to stay alert than to stand down. So even when life becomes calmer, the body doesn't automatically follow. You might notice difficulty switching off, overthinking small decisions, a sense of urgency or dread, tension without a clear reason, or feeling uneasy when things are quiet. This doesn't mean you're broken. It means your system hasn't yet updated its sense of safety. Why positive thinking doesn't resolve anxiety? A lot of anxiety advice focuses on changing thoughts. And while that can be helpful at times, it often misses something important. If the nervous system still feels under threat, changing thoughts alone can feel like trying to calm the surface while the body stays on high alert underneath. This is why people often say, I understand it logically, but it doesn't change how I feel. Anxiety isn't a failure of mindset. It's a signal from the system that it doesn't feel safe enough yet. Working with anxiety gently. System-informed and holistic therapy. Anxiety is approached with curiosity rather than control. Instead of asking, how do I get rid of this? We ask, what does my system think it's protecting me from? Using an integrated approach, combining NLP therapy, hypnotherapy, and mindset coaching, we work with anxiety across thoughts, emotions, and subconscious responses. This allows anxiety to soften gradually without forcing calm or pushing exposure before the system is ready. People often notice less urgency in their thinking, a greater sense of internal steadiness, fewer spikes of anxiety, and more trust in their own responses. Not because anxiety has been battled, but because safety has been restored. Anxiety is left unaddressed. When anxiety is ignored or pushed through, it often intensifies rather than disappears. Over time, it can lead to exhaustion, avoidance, emotional overwhelm, loss of confidence, or burnout. This isn't a failure. It's the system trying harder to protect you. Addressing anxiety earlier helps prevent it from needing to escalate to be noticed. Anxiety isn't something you need to eliminate. It's something your nervous system has learned for understandable reasons. When those reasons are understood and supported, anxiety no longer needs to work as hard. This is the foundation of a nervous system informed and holistic approach to online therapy. Working with how your mind and body respond to anxiety, not just what you think, but how you feel, react, and regulate. If this resonates, you're not imagining it, and you're not alone.